I'm going to tell you about the dumbest copywriting client getting mistake that you are 100% making right now. And I can tell you that it's 100% you're making it right now because I've been making it the past few months. And this mistake is costing you thousands of dollars every single month in missed opportunities to actually make serious money. And I'll tell you what it is right now. The mistake is you're rushing into it. Seriously, this is going to completely contradict everything that you've ever heard before. All of the gurus and stuff online, these info product sellers, are all going to tell you that what you need to do is be quick, as fast as you can, jump in there because, why wait? You got to jump in and start signing clients. But the problem with that is that the clients that you're going to be signing from being a beginner, basically a novice. And the thing is, you might be like, oh, well, I've been trying to sign clients for the past 3 months, when in reality, you haven't actually been upgrading your skills or anything, so you're still a novice. You wouldn't say somebody that's been reading history and is now a history intellectual is also jacked at the same time. It makes no sense, right? So, essentially, you need to start slowing down and taking the time to actually get good at writing copy and writing ads and actually set up the systems for a legitimate business that is actually going to last through time. I see this problem too much, which is this desire to have this freelance career. And the problem with the freelance career is the fact that you're not really building something to last, because the freelancing thing is a business model in its own right. But the problem with being a freelancer is that people don't typically trust you. And, it's kind of difficult to just jump in there with no kind of appearance of being a legitimate company or anything like that and have people just trust you. It's not going to happen. Most freelancers that are able to charge $10,000 every single job they do or something like that are former copywriters inside of big ad firms, or they used to be the head of a big ad firm before moving into freelance work. And so this is the thing. I would encourage you to stop thinking so much about, oh, I'm going to be this freelance copywriter with no 9-to-5s for me, complete remote freedom and financial freedom, blah, 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 and start thinking of this as an actual business and start treating yourself as an actual business person, because that's what it is. And an actual business does not jump in to start immediately. Because the thing is, if you've got a fundamentally good business idea and it's something that you can build that is going to last, you don't need to rush in there. And I've said this before, most people trying to rush in and create businesses as soon as possible are rushing because they're running out of time, because the thing that they're trying to build a business off is such a short-lived trend. It's why, for example, if you were to go ahead right now and try and sell an info product on drop shipping, a drop shipping course or something, right? You'd have to jump in and do that now because it's dying, right? These trends die and new trends come along and replace them. And we see this time and time again. I'd argue that copywriting is now becoming one of the big business models that everybody's trying to sell. And before that, we had things like high ticket sales as a biz op, which I think is actually coming in a bit more now as well, just like copywriting is. And we had drop shipping, we had the SMMA thing. It's all just short-lived trends, and people that build businesses built off of these short-lived trends do not have businesses that are going to last. In 10 years, your favorite guru is not going to continue to exist if they don't move on to a different vehicle very quickly. And this is the thing, you have to start actually taking the time to set up the correct systems for a business. So set stuff up, like write yourself a contract, set up, an actual website, actual systems, and take the time to learn and actually get good and get better than everybody else. Because the thing is, if you were so good at writing stuff, you would not be having such a problem trying to close clients. I've heard this before of somebody. If you watch many of these kinds of videos, you might know Orestes. And literally, he once said, do you think that the best copywriter on the planet is struggling to get clients? No, they're not. And this is what you really have to drill in your head. You have to start accepting the fact that maybe you are kind of a novice and you have to spend more time learning how to get good with ads. And then in that time, actually set yourself up for a legitimate business that is going to be built to last long term, and then you're not going to have so much of a problem, right? Stop jumping to try and get the whole, freelance career jump starting right now. Like, I had somebody reach out to me the other day, and he was literally saying like, "Oh, dude, it's been like," it wasn't a very long time at all. It was something like about 2 weeks he'd been working on it. He was like, "Oh, it's been 2 weeks and I'm not making any money with copywriting." And dude, the thing is, you won't be making anything in 2 weeks, man. And I had a word with him. I just told him, it's like, hey, it's okay. You can chill the hell out. You've got time. And you do, okay? You don't have to be rushing so much. And I find that most people that are trying to rush are young guys like me, okay? And we try and rush for whatever reason. But now I'm trying to reframe that so that I'm building a company that can actually last for maybe centuries. Who knows how long it's going to end up lasting in the long run. But that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the time in now to get good at ads, create a legitimate business, and all of a sudden I'll be able to sign higher quality clients and not have a problem with it. Because even if you do sign clients from rushing in, you're not going to keep them. I doubt that your retention is going to be very high at all. And the types of clients that you're going to be working with are not going to be very good either. I stick by this policy, and you'll see this. I have this quote in my Instagram bio and on my website, and it was what JP Morgan said. And it was, only first class business, and that in a first class way. You only want to be working with the best possible clients. Do not work with bad ones. And this isn't because, oh, well, it's just effort to work with bad ones. No, it's because genuinely you should be treating yourself to working with the best possible people that are on your wavelength and actually, are serious about working with you, and not working with people that are just going to turn you over in a few months anyway, which is the problem with a lot of niches that people go after now, people like fitness coaches and stuff. You're not going to keep them for very long most of the time. You don't keep those kinds of clients because they don't understand the power of good advertising, and they're not really high level business people, which is something that you should always be wary of as well. So stop rushing in. Honestly, I read in the Daily Stoic the other day, Epictetus, and he says about how we should not be rushing into things, and we should always go through a harsh winter training first. And that harsh winter training could just be the period of time where you're making no money and it's taking a toll on your brain because you're not making any money, but you're becoming mentally strong and you're coming to new realizations through it. That's what I'm going through right now. I'm coming to realize that I need to be building a long-term business that's going to last, and I need to be coming to terms with the fact that I'm actually was not as good at writing ads as I thought I was, so I'm having to continue to improve and learn from the best and do all that I can so I can build a proper advertising business that is going to last for, like I said, maybe centuries to come, because that's my goal. I don't want to be jumping into a market, make a few thousand, and then get kicked out if I don't swap onto a completely new vehicle, right? I love advertising. That's what I want to stick to. So that's why it's taking more time for me to get the success. Honestly, it is. And I mean, old sayings are always old sayings for a reason. Slow and steady wins the race every time. So stop rushing. Just stop worrying about getting clients right now, because sometimes just getting a client doesn't mean you've got a good client. Okay? So start thinking about actually framing yourself as a legit business, actually getting good at writing ads, and just go out from there. Okay? Take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. Stop, just stop slowing yourself down by trying to move so fast. It doesn't work. It's counterintuitive, believe it or not. But thank you for listening. That's all I've got for you today. If you want to go ahead down below and sign up to my email list, that's where I share all kinds of updates and insights about me, my business, what I'm doing, and advertising, sales, all that kind of thing. I think you'll love it. It's completely free. We've had a load of people sign up to it in the past month, and everybody's been loving it. So go ahead, click the link down below, put in your email. It's completely free. Sign up there. And if you want to talk to me about anything that I've spoke about in today's video, you want to connect with me, I'd love to get to know you. My Instagram is also linked down below, so you can send me a direct message on there. I will see it, and I will do my best to respond as quick as possible. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.